What up, world? This is your boy Sky, broadcasting live out here at the park in nature. You know, there's a little bit of background noise, to be honest. I hear some leaf blowers and some people probably doing some like blacksmith work or something like with metal. Something in the background, but it's not that loud, honestly. This is like, into a residential area type of park, very elegant layout, massive mansions, houses out here. And there you go, they're doing some type of work out there. But yeah, I'm really sensitive to all that. All this, clashing and clanging and, sirens and planes and everything. I'm aware that this is part of life. And at the same time, many times I do desire for us to be more tranquil, be more quiet, be more calm, and I'm no saint at this at all, okay? I'm certainly no saint at this at all. I've had some many dark days and dark nights of, you know, spells of, you know, obnoxiousness, to be honest. And at the same time, I'm not too hard on myself because at least I'm aware that, I don't need to stay there like that, feeling like that. And at the same time, I'm aware of how strong and how powerful I truly am, just having to channel it in a healthy way. And honestly with y'all, just me coming out here in nature, it's amazing, this whole process of become a vegan lifestyle changed everything. How much more calm I've become. When I'm out here, yeah, there might be, a plane here or two, or those, the people that are working at the house. But honestly, it's pretty quiet, and it's really a lot of just elderly people that live around here because I've come out here several times at this park for a few years since I've been vegan, 2.5 years at least. And the community is honestly very calm, I don't hear any hoopla or anything. There's no tension or anything. People even wave, and it's just a very harmonious, natural space, peaceful, for real, and I love it a lot. And I notice, sometimes when we're out in the city, yes, we can make the best of it. Yes, we can love ourselves. Yes, we can be grateful for where we're at. And at the same time, still, this world is not a perfect world. And just sometimes the energies, the cars, people with loud exhaust, mufflers and stuff like that, people, honking, sirens, traffic, lines, you know, just, even pollution, just a lot of the stuff, and it's just facts. It's not rumination, it's just facts of life, and the best way to make peace with it is, just not not attaching to it, to the mayhem, but just being mindful of it and I guess accepting things that we don't control and we don't change, and in a way it's a blessing in disguise because you can be, I'm in the world but not of the world, I'm in the system but not of the system. And yeah, it's, we just learn and know ourselves and as we go forward with this voyage, I'm aware that I love to meditate and I love nature, vegan food, and just to have this type of lifestyle, many times in my darkest times, especially when I'm stressing out or when I've stressed out, with city life, relationship problems, love problems, all that stuff, a lot of things that influenced it honestly were, comparison and even just comparison, wanting so much attention and whatnot. And whenever I come and I meditate and I'm out here in nature and whatnot, like, all that stuff kind of honestly goes out the window because it's like just to be still, just to breathe and sit out in our true natural space. That takes a lot. That takes a journey within your heart. You know what I'm saying? To your heart to do so. Instead of a lot of people may not have time to just come out and meditate at the park. People got plans to do, things to go, places to see. And that's all right. That's part of life. I'm just saying, like, imagine it though, like where this became, your lifestyle, like where this is it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sell out. Like this can be your career, purpose, whatever. Intertwined with what helps you. Like me, I'm desiring to be able to travel around the world and be, in an abundance of love where I'm not having to think so much, where things just flow. Where there's a mutual understanding and a connection, and just where it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Where it just makes sense, where it flows, where it's worth it, and it's on the same page, and just I'm not thinking so much, and like it is a blessing to not be in the crowd and all this popularity and attention and stuff, honestly, because that world isn't even in my world, to be honest. Like, that's some deep stuff. Like, whenever you do stuff that you really love, like some people, athletes out there, I mean, probably the greatest of the great athletes, they're not thinking about what fans and news reporters and people's, degrading opinions and, like, all this random gibberish in their head. No, they're focused in the game, and that's honestly what life is. And I'm in this unique lane of the game. I'm player one. As Infinite Wise Ralph Smart says, I'm player one of this game. Like this, we all honestly, truly are player one of our own game. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's the same. And especially whenever we come out to nature and stuff, it's like we finally start hearing our own self, and like, the rest of the world doesn't even matter. It doesn't even exist, because then you start thinking, you're like, wow, imagine life without a phone, without a phone. You know what I'm saying? Where your hands-on training is just like natural work, harvesting crops, plants, trees, herbs, just a natural type of living. Maybe it's third world, I don't know. People call it different things, but that's something that I'm gravitating towards because, concrete jungle, office stuff really isn't for me. I mean, I don't know. That's not for me, I guess, as of now. I feel like if that truly is going to happen, then it's going to happen the right way. For me, I'm a dreamer. I'm a warm-hearted man. I have feelings, what I'm saying? I have a tender soul, and, I'm a lover, and I'm working more and more on loving myself. So, like, just seeing like minds, like a very small minority of like minds, kind of making it, and they're showing it through social media, not as an attention, but there's like a difference, and like they're showing it as like inspiration, as their own tool, like maybe they have a book out, or their website and all this other stuff, and for whatever reason I really related to it, and it's the energy of the people too. It's not every person out of 7.6 billion or however many people, it's not all of them, you can really relate with, and just me finally getting to that minority, it kind of inspires me, because everybody deserves to be able to, make a living for themselves and be compensated for whatever they want to contribute to society, to the world, to the earth, to humanity, to the universe, that literally helps truly, and uplifts truly, so like, why not? What I'm saying? Like, It may be the road less traveled, but still, it makes sense. I'm just trusting the internal feeling, and that's why I'm moving forward because, I know I'm aware of the feelings of when you go through different parts of the city, and like there's stares from people, and it's not taking it personal, but sometimes there's stares, sometimes there's many blockages, even just in traffic driving, some just even in line, like at different stores and restaurants and stuff like that, and even just on the phones, the technology and stuff. It's like there's so much out there. It's like a competition for attention, and it's almost like it really just feels like truly just to let go. And that's honestly, I'm not saying to let go forever, but sometimes like doing the inner work, the behind the scenes work, like writing a book, coming out with clothing line, you know, whatever your thing is, you know what I'm saying? And like it just, you do what caters towards you. The more and more like you're blocking out what everybody else thinks, what everybody else is doing, the more and more peace you have within yourself, and that's a power within itself too, because you're more and more focused. So with great power comes great responsibility. You got to learn how to surrender and handle that power is what I'm learning. And, it's